We're at Cabo San Lucas with one of the live legends of the gastronomy, internationally speaking. He is Richard Sandoval.
Thank you very much. It's always my pleasure to be in Los Cabos. First I wanted to be a professional tennis player, so I moved to California to play tennis, played college, played professional. Then after that, I went to culinary school. So after graduation, moved to Acapulco with my father. He had a very famous restaurant called Madeiras. Worked for him for about 4 years, opened another restaurant for him called Villafiore. And after 4 years, I decided to move to New York. And I started with my first restaurant in the Upper West Side called Savan. And after learning how New York and, the New York Times worked and the food critics and, how people thought about Mexican food, after learning, I opened Maya. Maya got 2 stars by the New York Times, and it went from doing 45 dinners a night to 250 for over 20 years now. I mean, in the restaurants, you can go up like this, but you can also come down very fast if you're not careful and you don't administer and you don't maintain the quality, the service, the drinks. You have to be very careful. So I learned that from my father, and that was very, very important part of my success. So today I have 2 corporate offices, one in Washington D.C., one in Denver, that oversees the whole 43 restaurants that we have today.
So right now you have in the States and
California, Las Vegas, Arizona, Denver, Colorado, Washington D.C., Virginia, and New York.
And in Mexico you still
we have Los Cabos, we have Punta Mita, Four Seasons, probably soon to open Mexico City. And then outside Mexico we have in Europe, we have in Belgrade, we have in Asia, we have in Tokyo. And then in the Middle East, we have Dubai, Qatar, and then soon to open in Saudi Arabia.
Talking about Cabo, what do you think about Cabo?
I think if people have not been here should definitely come and see it. It's an incredible, it's paradise. And what I like about Los Cabos is that, it's planned growth. It's with structure, with nice hotels. They reinvest, so they maintain their standards and the quality. So people, will continue to come here.
So you have here Toro.
It's Toro Gastrobar. It's a restaurant to come and have fun with large groups of people, have great cocktails. The menu, you can have anywhere from a sushi to a hamburger to a, great steak. So there's a little bit of, for everybody. So to me, it's one of my favorite concepts. It's very diverse.
And this one that we are here,
the Tequila Library, we have one in New York, we have one in Denver, and it's actually one of my favorite concepts. Again, it's based around tequila, and then the menus, it's kind of modern Mexican. We have starters anywhere from a queso fundido to a guacamole with chapulines or bacon. Then we have our tacos. We have about 5 different types, whether it's sometimes we'll do soft shell crabs, we'll do zarandeado, different types. We're always evolving our taco menu. Then we have our special items, more classics like a mole poblano, pescado a la talla. So kind of some classics. And then we have soups and salads. So it's a fun, but very heavily influenced by Mexico. I think as we grow older, we want to share our knowledge and our experience with the younger generations. Hopefully they won't make the same mistakes that we made, but I learned from my failures, not by my successes. So it was always important for me to come back to Mexico to show people that if you have a dream and you have passion, you can build something special.